Hello, hello. Right. Let's get this loaded up while we get ourselves out of the games and demo section.
Stepping through the hexscape, Akrog's mind once more became like sand and water. But unlike last time, the memory he saw was a solid one. Battle and roars, the hunter attack. Akrog fights by his sires and Nurbok's side, brittlebone after brittlebone falling under their mighty crush sticks. They are going to make it. They are the Moonkin. They are Mogwa's chosen. They will not falter. A scream. Sire stands before Nurbok and Akrog, arms outstretched. A spike as big as a tree has pierced right through his chest. A spike that should have hit Akrog. Chaos. The next thing Akrog knows, he kneels by his dying.
Okay.
What this?
What a beast. A demigod indeed.
There is no time for talking. Cast the hex and put it back together.
I was just about to.
What happened?
I don't know. It's gone.
Gone.
Yes. The field dog's energy, the hex power. I had it and was trying to fuse it back together, but then it just vanished. I don't understand this, Chieftain. I studied this spell for years, and...
Is he telling them he killed it? Sarek's cub is dead?
I told you I don't know. Nor's claws, I don't understand this myself. I did everything right. I tapped into the Archfire, and then I...
He failed! That is what the stranger did. He failed! Grungwar told the chieftain, Brittlebones cannot be trusted. Let Grungwar crush him, chieftain. Let Grungwar crush him here and now. He deserves it. He should...
This one is alive. They heard that? Is this him? Is this Zarek's cub? A cub? Yes, this one believes you could call them that. So, you are this one's saviors, are you not? Interesting. How can it be the moon can hear it? Is this some sort of hex? A hex that goes into their minds? The tiny meatbag is right. This one is speaking out through their minds. That lump of flesh between their scalps. The moon can have lived here for moons. Zarek's cub knows them not. Oh yes, this one knows the trolls. He just did not see. But he sees it now. Their weak flesh. This one sees it sharp and clear. Why worked the stranger's hex not? It should have brought the cub back to life.
What is this?
The same thing.
It did not work because this one's flesh has grown too weak. 2 centuries this one has been this way. 2 centuries torn into pieces. This one had a plan, yes. But the human he chose to take him out of here was too weak. So here this one lay, decade after decade, the bond between his limbs growing ever weaker. And now that his flesh is finally rejoined, it has grown too weak to hold his spirit. It's pathetic. The human he chose. Speaks the cub of the chieftain of this place, Hierophant Ishara. Ishara, yes. She was weak in the mind, but strong in flesh and magic. So this one thought she might be able to hold him. She was not. So Zaska was right. The cub drove the Brutalbones mad, so they would kill each other.
Yes, the Lightlings. They think their noble spirits make them so high and mighty. Yet that is why they will ultimately succumb.
Oh well. Welcome to the stream, Spellforce fans.
Virtue, there is the seed of corruption. Strength is untouchable.
Hope is good. Crumple always say so.
Look. The Firstborn's blood has a weak spirit. Disappointing. Everything seeks to survive and to grow. But only the strongest will. This is the law. This is the struggle. This is the cycle.
Alright, so just because a bunch of you showed up all at once, we're going to finish the Fallen God campaign, and then I will probably do some more practice skirmishes against very hard AI today.
So the cub is saying, what? That his body has become useless?
Yes. However, this one knows of the true struggle. The human hunters, the orcish slavers. The scales are not tilted in their favor.
Then the cub knows why they have awoken him.
This one does. And this one also has the strength they seek to cure the rot in the troll's dying blood, and to crush their predators like the meatbags they are. Were this one's flesh not useless, he would do it.
Where did the cub's powers come from? From Zarek, like the Moonkin's hexes come from.
The tiny meatbag is brazen, comparing this one and its sire to a god that does not exist. Yes, this one's magic comes from Zarek, but like Zarek's, this one draws it from the same place all beings do, like the trolls do too.
What is he talking about? What place?
The Archfire. He's talking about the Archfire, the source of all.
The Dark Elf speaks the truth.
Said the cub just that Magua exists not? She gave the Moonkin the power to speak and to cast hexes, and she has protected them for centuries.
That is what this one said, because it is the truth. The Guardians and the Renegades exist, but Magua, the goddess of the trolls, is but a mirage.
Nonsense. Chieftain Narjak Firstborn was her chosen. That is why his flesh did not grow older.
So that is what your chieftain told you. Your chieftain was immortal because he was a firstborn, a prime specimen of your race. It was Zarek who gave your chieftain his immortality, and he passed part of it on to your vicious little moon blood. Curious, you and
This is quiet, Grungmar. They have no time. So the stranger was right.
Of course. Life and death, growth and decay.
If Zarek's cub knows why the Moonkin summoned it, then he also knows the Moonkin tribe is fighting.
There is. This one is grateful for what the trolls did. So this one hoped there would be another way. But because the flesh is so weak,
Then say it. Whatever it is.
this one needs to perform the sanguine ritual at an Archfire vein.
Hey,
Yes. This one's old flesh is dead, and it will stay dead no matter what they do. This is his offer. Grant him one of their bodies as a new vessel, and bring him to an Archfire
this vessel.
death.
He knew it. Zaz. What is an Archfire?
There are many words for it, but in essence, they are places where bits of Archfire magic seep through. veins, where the rock is particularly thin, allow mages to tap into that power. There are several of those on Io, but the most prominent are the ones where the Godstones struck Io, the blue crystal comets.
Listen to the Dark Elf.
The stranger speaks of Mugwa's blood drop.
So your people believe, yes.
No, there must be another way. The Moonkin have his...
This one told them this flesh is dead and useless. By bringing the parts together, they allowed this one to mend his spirit. But that is all. The only way for this one to return...
The tribe for the blood. Chieftain Akrog. Let Granwa make this sacrifice. He will offer his body to the cub so they can save the Moonkin.
No, no. This is beak shit. There will be no more sacrificing. Rot it.
Gave Zaska not his blood for the tribe just moments ago? They heard the... Please, Chieftain, let Granwa do this. Granwa has lived far too long, and his old hide has long been a burden for the tribe.
Weak.
What?
You are weak. The Hierophant's body could not hold this one's spirit, so there is no way your own useless flesh could. And the same goes for the Chieftain and the Worm-Eater.
Not Noag.
The Firstborn's cub could.
He means...
Noag. He is talking about your brother.
Not Noag.
There is one thing Akrog understands not. If the cub is so powerful, why must it even...
If this one had flesh and his full powers, maybe it would... There they have it. This thing cares not a bit for the trolls.
Nonsense. If that were so...
You are both right. This one never claimed to care for the trolls, but this one did not lie either.
Akrog understands not.
Yes, you are strong. Just like the brittle-bone priestess Ishimura was. But it is simply not possible.
I think he's telling the truth, Chieftain. I'm powerful, and his
But... Zarek's cub has lied and tricked the Brittlebones who lived here. How can the Moonkin know he lies not to them too? What if he...
Rotten right.
Tell them. How...
You do not. Loyalty is for the lightlings. Loyalty creates weakness. Then again, they share the same sire. So this one will keep his promise.
Maybe they share the same sire, but Zarek has no love for trollkind. They were always stronger than the Greenskins, yet he let them make trolls their slaves.
Wrong. The trolls let the orcs make them their slaves. Zarek is struggle. Zarek is strength. Did they really expect him to favor one creation over the other? The trolls are weak. That is why the orcs dominate them. So no. This one bears the trolls no malice. Just like Zarek. If they struck... So he says. Rot it. This thing is a liar. Can they see it not?
Grungwar. Noag is the last troll of the Firstborn blood. If he goes, then it will be forever lost. And Trollkind might never be strong enough to stand up to the Greenskins.
There are other ways. It is true, this is horrible, and it would break Grungwa's heart. But all the Moonblood of the world is not worth leaving a whole tribe to slaughter. Grungwa is so sorry, Moonblood.
How very true.
Noag. Akrog knows not how to put this, but... how feels he about this?
Wait a rotten moment. Is Akrog seriously asking his little blood whether he wants to rot and kill himself? Noag is not even old enough to hunt. He understands not what is...
Noag understand.
He does?
And if it Sazka Grumfenkin. He'd do it. He will. But... no, I trust Big Blood. Big Blood always make the right choice. So he make this one too.
That is true. He always does. And that is why he will not even consider this nonsense. Right?
No. No, Akrog cannot and will not make this decision. He will not.
To run his decision too.
I hate to say it, but he's right. Either you take him up on this offer, or your tribe...
No. Akrog will not do this. Akrog will not harm his Little Blood.
So
Little Blood.
no. Noag accept.
What?
Noag accept Cub's pact. If Noag's blood can save tribe, he'd do it. Now this is interesting. No. Noag will not accept anything.
Sazka is right. Little Blood just said he will trust Big Blood's choice. And Big Blood forbids him to do this.
Noag know what Big Blood say, but he be wrong this time. Big Blood always teach Noag that tribe more important than blood. He remember?
I did teach him that.
Noag listen, and Noag learn.
What? No, that is not what Akrog meant. He would never...
It be alright, Big Blood. Noag no afraid of going to Moonlit River, because he swim with Crumple and Sire there. Noag save the Moon King. Do the pact, Cub. Noag agree to... So it will be. No, he cannot do this. He... Noag.
Is he...
Of course he is dead. He is dead because that rotten, foul-tusked, stupid thing killed him. It was the only choice. Rot his stoop. Why stop trusting one him not? Why? By Mugwa, this was Noag.
Akrog tried. Roxy thinks Sazka that this is easy for Akrog.
Wait. Something...
Little Blood.
No. Zarek's fangs. To draw breath again.
Fascinating. It took him over.
Little Blood.
Dead. What does it mean? That his soul is still hopes he can save his brother, does he not? No. And even if it were different...
Akrog understands. So it worked.
It should, yes. This is strong flesh meat. How rotten good for him. Try it.
Stop it, Sazka. Noag is gone.
Noag had no idea what he was saying. But that is just what Grungwar wanted, no? Everything for the rotten tribe. Even...
Look, I know this is none of my concern, but perhaps now isn't the best time to fight. Your Moonblood is gone. Nothing can change that.
She is right. This one will.
What now?
This is what this one suggests.
Actually, there might be another way. I searched the Blackheart jungle for veins.
The Red Meadow. Where is that other one?
Not closer to here, but closer to where your tribe is fighting the Chainers and the Hunters as we speak. If we perform the Sanguine ritual there instead of the Cradle...
Then less time will be lost traveling.
Then they will march for the coast at once. Akrog has spoken.
Okay. Let's go.
Few words were spoken as the 5 figures marched through the jungle.
Think, Akrog told himself. He should be thinking, agonizing, brooding over whether his choice was the right one. But he could not.
His mind was as dull and silent as the temple they had left behind. Just 3 thoughts crept in, over and over. Reach the coast, resurrect the cub, save the tribe. That was all that mattered. The sun had risen again when Zaska jerked up a hand and stopped. Listen, he said. Fighting. And it was close.
Okay. I'm gonna be real disappointed if Novega's actually dead.
They hear that? Fighting. Quick.
At his service. He will protect the tribe. What is needed of this?
Survive! Get some help. They messed with the wrong tribe.
It's Nurbok back. Nurbok is back.
What can he do for the tribe?
What should he do?
Let Grunwa take a closer look.
Chieftain Akrog? Chieftain Akrog? Ground
I like
splitter?
Carbrax.
Is
Carbrax.
that him? Or are Cabrax's fat eyes failing him?
Not at all.
And here Nurbok thought that cursed temple had eaten them. The cub is right here. Magwas. The chieftain will explain. He will explain everything.
I don't want to explain. It's all sad.
So, the Moonblood has gone into the Moonlit River. Not yet. Well, Cabrax knows not what to say. He is sorry, Chieftain. This must have been a terrible choice. And Chieftain Akrog made the right one. The rain that has fallen is with the ground. Now, tell him about the battle. How many enemies are they facing? And knows Anuk of this Archfire vein the stranger spoke of? The blue crystal... he does. But they talk it. Come, follow Anuk. There is Greenskin eyeing troops on the way, but that is nothing the Moonkin cannot handle. The Greenskins crushed the bridge Anug and the Kin used to...
Let them march then.
So, Grungwar and Nurbok fight side by side once more.
It will never be like in the old days again, Nerbok. The bond of trust has been shattered. Come, Chieftain. Let them march.
Go join the worms.
Grunwa is ready.
Akrog is listening.
Optional to help the trolls? What? It's not optional to help them. Of course I'm gonna help the trolls.
What guide his hands?
They're my favorite people.
Pathetic. And you call yourselves the Chosen of Zarek. There will be many more. Come with him, Kin.
No.
There will be time for answers later.
Mugwa. Not Zarek.
What should he do? Let him at them. Akrog is listening.
He might be bold, but his tusks are still sharp.
That was all of them. Come with Akrog. They are headed for the tribe.
Optional. How could anyone think those are optional objectives? Can't not save the trolls. Oh. Our
Wait,
Smiths are here.
Chieftain Akrog. Interesting.
Zaramak.
Probably.
My buddy.
Was piercing tusks. Zaramak think Chieftain dead. You think they all dead? They are not. What are Zaramak? What they do best, of course. Look for scrap to use for guarding camp. Them from old to new. How endearing.
Zermac, guess? What's wrong with Moonblood? He look... There will be time for explanations later.
Akrok speaks true. Before they go, though. Rot it. There is no good way to say it. Nurbok is still a traitor. He took control because it was the only way to save the tribe. But now that Akrok is back, wants Akrok Nurbok to stay and fight, or to go back into a cage. Nurbok will bow to his word.
They're fighting the Chainers. Will Nurbok...
Be loyal? That Akrok must ask that. Shows Nurbok how far he has fallen. Nurbok has had a lot of time to think, Akrok. And he will be loyal and fight.
This battle needs every warrior it can get. Nurbok will lead the guard.
Understood. Sharp tusks and thick hide, chieftain. Oh, and cub.
Good. All right, Anuk. Give Akrok a view on the battle. How are the Moonkin holding up?
Well, Anuk wish he had better answer for chieftain. But the truth is, it is bad. Both the Chainers and the Hunters attack us all the time. Anuk think they try to make the tribe weak before dealing the killing blow. The battle is going for almost a sunup and a sundown now, and we already lose many kin. Anuk not lie, chieftain. It looked dark. Very dark.
Well, they have the cub now, so the wind has turned. Where have the Chainers built their tribe camp? The Cal?
Well, there is two, actually. One is a little camp on Small Hill. Iamak think that is where they send their wyverns from.
And the Moonkin will destroy it. What about the big camp?
That one is a bit farther south from the small camp, in the east. It is well shielded, though, so it will be a tough fight. Forget the tribe camp for now. They should focus on conquering the vein first. This one can sense it's nearby. Have the meatbags found it already? He speak of Anuk? It is true, they have. It is near the Chainer camp, a bit to the southwest.
Well, then we know what we need to do, don't we? Defend the tribe camp and conquer the soil around the vein so the cub can perform the sanguine ritual.
The stranger speaks true. What about the Hunters, though? Where are they?
Cabrax can answer that question. They're down in the very south. But it seems like they have shielded off that tribe camp with hex barriers. It is probably as Anuk says. They want to wait with their final charge until the moon can awaken. Cabrax and his bone hexes tried to banish the hex wall. They're too strong. For you, once this one has his flesh back, no hex gate in the world will stop it.
All the more reason to seize the vein first. Have the Hunters other tribe camps in the jungle?
Huh. The big spot one more, but it is also behind the hex gates. And
The
think
chant
they
looks
make
so good.
warriors appear in strange spots with air flickers all across the coast from there. Just like they do in Mugwa's cradle. Teleport hexes. Try Cabrax to banish them? With hexes and with crush sticks, it is true. But it works not. Whatever they use, it must be very, very powerful.
Well then, there is nothing the Moonkin can do but fend off the warriors until they find a better solution. Good. This helps. Now, enough chatter.
Anuk, wait. Chieftain Akrok, is that him? And what happened to Noag?
There is no time for explanation. What is wrong, Julog?
Well, one of Julog's beaks spotted something in the ocean, so Julog went to see what it was. It seems like there is a group of Brittlebones, humans, coming on ships.
Humans? What could they want here?
Julog knows not, chieftain.
Maybe they are a helping pack for the Hunters. They should be wary.
Wary,
thing Akrog looks forward to is marching over the corpses of those rotten hunters and greenskins. They have plagued the Moonkin for hundreds of moons. Now it is time to return the favor. Kin, to their places. The battle begins.
Well said, Chieftain. I will stay here and do my best to keep the camp safe. Good luck.
Okay. Okay, well. There's the stone.
What is needed of him?
Destroy them.
Okay.
This belongs to the Moonkin now. The tribe needs more wood, Chieftain.
Akrog is listening.
Okay.
Only
The reaping is done.
Any... Okay, achievement challenge. Meet with the human brittle bones in the bay. Destroy the wyvern nest, rebuild the bridge. In 40 minutes. We can do that, no
Can
problem.
Sazka help?
Actually,
The eye of the tribe sees. The tribe's land grows.
we need to get more tree choppers.
Akrog is ready.
Great. More problems to smash.
he will protect the tribe.
They will regret this.
Okay.
Go join the worms.
Can we... What's down here? Meet with the human brittle bones in the bay. I think those might be our friends from the village that we decided not to kill
should he
a
do?
long, long time ago.
This belongs to the Moonkin now.
Time to move on. Magua has blessed the Moonkin with growth.
The eye of the tribe sees. The tribe's land grows.
Screw it. Let's get more stone.
Grunwa is here.
Sazka is listening.
What's up here? Hmm? Anything cool?
Is done.
Akrog is ready.
The tribe will not survive. Sazka.
He might be old, but he is tough.
What's even up here?
What now? Only more trouble. Challenge the moon.
Okay.
What on Urgath is this?
Okay. Okay. Well, oops. We don't want to do a new save, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. We need Zazka to
Let
go in here.
Sazka get a proper look. Interesting. Probably. Going now. What is that? Hunters attacking! Shield the tribe camp!
We'll be okay.
Enemies are attacking! Can a troll not rest for a moment?
We don't really care if we lose this, right?
Enemies are attacking! Destroy them!
Well, and our back does have a lot of health. Okay.
Why must they play the Moonkin?
No, it's not gonna make it.
The tribe has lost the sector, Chieftain.
Okay.
What can he do for the tribe?
Looks brighter.
The eye of the tribe sees. The tribe's land grows.
What now?
This looks
Okay.
interesting.
Well,
Good work. But there will be more.
This belongs to
I honestly wouldn't mind just building a couple though. Oh, we don't need to build a couple of towers.
He will protect the tribe.
What should he do?
May Magua guide his hands.
Great. More problems to smash.
Okay, good. Okay. Two scouts and two goblins. Oh, a bunch of goblins. That's fine.
Grunwa is here.
Only your workers are in danger here. He here. Huh? Speak.
At his service.
Okay.
We're attacking the Moonkin. Probably tusk hunters too. Crush them! The tribe must survive!
That was all of them. Good work. Let them crush that ship, too.
Let Grunwa take a closer look.
Oh.
What is needed of him?
Ready for action.
Okay.
Yes. Can a troll not rest for a moment? Is ready. Let Adgrog see. What is this?
Uh-oh.
If they had... Speak. Sharp tusks and thick hide.
War is ready.
Destroy them. That way. They will regret this. Good riddance. Back to the hunters now. You will lead the way.
Okay. It's nice that there's a Godstone down here.
Interesting.
Okay.
Probably.
We gotta get our economy up and running. Okay.
Akrog is listening. The building is done.
Okay, we need a,
The building is done.
okay. And then we need a, let's go to hitting camp, throwing camp. Okay.
At his service, they will regret the wrong tribe. Enemies are attacking. Zaska is listening. For the tribe! The building is done. Base they will never see. Can a troll not rest for a moment?
Okay, good.
Let him have that. He'll join the war. The tribe must survive.
Okay, well,
What should he do?
screw it. You can go take this island.
He will protect the tribe.
Okay. Okay. Do not recall. Oh, there was some scrap up here. Okay.
My bomb is ready. Ready for action. This belongs to the Moonkin now.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Tribe cease. The tribe's land grows.
Tusks are still sharp.
Chieftain, the tribe needs more room. Build more shelters. He goes there.
What can he do for the tribe?
Okay. Hello, Forbidden Prophet. I think this game is fantastic. Definitely a 10 out of 10 RTS game, and it being on console is even better.
Get rid of those chainers then.
I've been playing this game almost non-stop since it came out. It's fantastic. Similar to Warcraft 3. I don't know about 2, but I think it's better than Warcraft ever was. But obviously that's personal opinion. You might not like it as much. It takes a lot of the micromanaging out of your economy. So like, each sector has a base, and this increases your supply cap and produces your workers automatically. And then I can just throw a building down, and will automatically get built with people from the center, and it will automatically produce workers for these buildings.
Cursed hunters. Cursed hunters.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Oh no.
Can Zaska help?
I didn't want that to happen.
Enemies are attacking. If he insists.
Oh.
I am the tribe. See,
Well,
the tribe's land grows. War is ready.
so I like that it's sector based. What's the learning curve with this? I think it's definitely reasonable. That's not to say that it doesn't, have a high skill ceiling, but it's pretty easy to pick up. And the campaigns are actually really good. This is the Troll campaign. Now we are getting attacked up here, so these gunart buildings can wait. Repair that building. The controls are really good. I think they map to console extremely, extremely well. Let's see. I assume our scrappers are up here by now, but they're not doing it. Oh, most of them are working.
Going now. Be ready.
I would say so, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Enemies
You don't necessarily need the DLCs. So even without buying the DLC, you'll still have access to all 6 races in the skirmish and multiplayer modes. You just won't have access to the campaigns. You'll only have the Burning Blood campaign.
Enemies are attacking. Can Sasuke help Troy? Enemies are attacking.
No problem. I would recommend you do get the campaigns, though. They're good, but I know not everybody likes campaigns. I'm at about 14 hours in this Troll campaign. The Soul Harvest campaign took about 12 to 13, and the Burning Blood campaign took me about 24 hours to complete. So the campaigns are very long, and provide a lot of content. But again, if you don't care about campaigns, you can skip the DLCs and save whatever they cost. I pre-ordered it, so I got the whole game with DLCs for $48, and that was definitely worth it. Like $4 a DLC, come on. Can't beat that. And then after I think this is the last mission of the Troll campaign, so if you're still around when this is over, I am going to go into some regular skirmish modes, practice against the AI. And I'll be able to show you what that's like. But each faction has its own like build orders and resource priority, and so like Trolls, I would like to top that off. Honestly, I need to build some more fight huts. So Trolls are really unique in that your buildings out of the campaign only have 1 worker in them, and then your unit production buildings don't require any workers.
Grunwa is ready.
What's
Ready
this?
for action. Let Akrog see.
What is this?
Let Sasuke get a
So for example, elves, you need lots of wood, very little stone. Dwarves, you need tons of stone. You don't even get wood, you get charcoal instead.
A lot of hex power. Grunwa, alright.
And then each faction has its own unique resource for tier 3, like their high-tech units and upgrades. Trolls use offerings. I am on PlayStation. Yep, this is on a regular PS4. No Pro, no PS5. Nothing.
Can a troll run? The tribe needs more room. Build
Okay,
more
you do
shelters.
need to... Did I never go to tier 2? Okay. Well, now we're going to go to tier 2. Do need more fight huts, because we have resources through the nose and nothing to build with them. Okay. I do like that it's hero-based. That's actually really fun. In standard, like, skirmish mode, sweaty multiplayer, whatever you want to do, you're only going to have 1 hero. But in the campaign, you'll be managing 4. Also, in the campaign, you'll have whole missions that it's just you and your 4 heroes doing, like, RPG stuff. And your heroes have gear and attributes and skill trees to level them up with. So you do get, like, that. It's kind of a hybrid of real-time strategy as well as, like, the isometric RPG stuff. What are we actually supposed to be building here? One thing that's really nice about the Trolls is you can break this. I guess we throw down a stone breaker. Is that your economy grows really slowly, but once you get it up, you can just use all of your workers for producing resources, because you don't need it for your troop buildings. Enemies are attacking. That's not a real threat.
Can Sasuke help?
Okay, well, I thought getting this was a priority, but apparently not. Is the Noog not gonna make it? Wherever he died.
Ready for action.
So the Trolls are really unique. You only have 2 units you can produce. Like right off the bat, you have Smashers and Iron Beaks, and you make a whole bunch of these, and you send them into these upgrade buildings, Hidden Camp, Throwing Camp, or Hex Camps, and then you upgrade them into different units. Like I can turn Smashers into Skull Crushers, and then Skull Crushers into Wall Breakers, and then Wall Breakers into Warbringers. Or if they go in the Throwing Camp, they turn into ranged units, or the Hex Camp, they turn into mage units. And that's pretty cool. But, let's see, I think we're... Yeah, okay. And then Trolls, they don't use iron like everybody... Ooh, this is actually... Oh no, this is fine. Oh, that's kind of not fine. They have a protector there. Oops. Is anybody important fighting over here? No. Okay, those are throwaway troops, that's fine. We can stay on attack, move over there. I guess I upgrade these sectors just so they have better defense. So I don't have iron like everybody else. Instead I have scrappers that I can send out to anywhere on the map, and they will just slowly generate infinite amounts of scrap. So I don't have to worry about running out of iron like all the other factions. Also, their rare resource or offerings. Yeah, I can save it at any time. I mean, if you're playing multiplayer, you can pause it as long as the other players let you. But like if you're playing, ranked, you obviously just can't pause it forever. But in single player, I can do whatever I want. Okay, we prefer these elves not be here. Looks like our throwaway troops indeed got thrown away. It's not great. How do we actually get up to the Wyvern Nest? I would like the hidden camp and the throwing camp to waypoint to our hero. So, actually, let's throw you guys in the throwing camp. This sector has lots of room, so we're going to put our hex camp down here, and then we can start building shrines to Mugwas. Get our high tier units out eventually. We also upgraded this to get more shrines. We cleared that out, so we don't have to worry about that. I'd like to get some more scrappers sent out there because we're drowning in food. Oops. Why can I not? Is there really no room? Okay, that's fine. Okay. Smash this. Yeah, but how do we get up here? That's the question. Oh, and then even like the multiplayer skirmish maps will have a couple of godstones on them for getting around the map faster. But the dwarves can also build tunnels to get wherever they want to connect their bases or ambush the opponents from behind or whatever you want to do with them. But everybody gets the godstones. We're going to throw down a ground splitter, fire totem, healing totem. Okay, chain lightning. But if you played Warcraft 3 and you liked it, you'll feel right at home here. It's got a lot of things in common. Yeah, no problem. And like I said, after this mission I am going to do some skirmish against the AI so I can show you whatever race you want to see. But yeah, it's been out on PC for a couple of years. So I guess that's why it hasn't been a huge splash. Most RTS fans don't care about consoles, unfortunately. But I've been waiting for this game to come out for 7 months. So I was very, very excited. But it's been pretty good for the stream. Quite a few people have stopped by to ask about it and stuff, so that's been fun.
More problems to smash.
But I'm doing my best to grow the PlayStation community and have it be healthy. Let's see.
Why must they plague the moon?
I would. I do need to go in this tunnel and get to what's down there. I don't need more resources, honestly. So we're just gonna throw some thrower towers and some shrines to Mugwa. Our offerings are really starting to pile in. Okay, this is a lot of stuff. I've been doing a series where I'm trying to beat the AI on hard as every race against every race for all 36 possible matchups.
Sure, why not?
Hunters attacking.
Hunters attacking, of course. These elves are really annoying. This isn't really much of a threat. The hunting hut's gone. Well, you're not super late. It came out on the 7th for consoles. But yeah, it's been out on PC for a couple of years now. Okay, well, we need to... screw it. Let's build a new hex camp up here closer to the front.
What is needed of him?
Okay. I don't remember where I built the other hex camp. Oh, down here. Okay, we'll use this one for now. Mugwa praise. I love the troll workers. They're very cute. I'm just gonna crank out tons of smashers. We do need to keep up. Oh, no, we don't. Our population cap is about to be a huge hindrance. It's time to throw down some tribe shelters. Not every race actually has buildings for supply. Only humans and trolls do, actually.
Enemies are attacking. What can he do for the tribe?
Wait, what? What are they fighting here? Yeah, my workers? That's rude. Yeah, you will have a lot to like here if you like Warcraft 3. If you enjoyed the campaign especially, because there are quite a few missions. There are quite a few missions where you only have your heroes to control. Very much like Warcraft 3. If you have the base game, well, it depends. Okay, so if you're playing on PC, you will need the expansions. If you're not playing on PC, you don't need the expansions. But the races are humans, orcs, and elves in the base game. And then Soul Harvest added dwarves and dark elves. And then Fallen God added the trolls, which is what I'm playing now. Keep all that production queued up. Why do I have so much flying shit? Ooh. No, they didn't. Get back up. I do think the trolls, well, they're all pretty unique, actually. We don't actually need to take this fight just yet. Killing their army is big enough first step. because we have a couple guys getting low. And our army is about to get about 10 times better. Very quickly. Yeah, look, our population's gone from 118 up to 194. And these are high quality units coming out. Okay. Need a healing beam over there. So what aspects of an RTS do you like more? Do you like just competitive multiplayer? Do you like campaigns? Skirmish versus AI? What's your jam? Okay.
This is it. The chamber.
Ooh, they have a Titan.
At least for now.
The Flesh Colossus is the Orc
Take
Titan.
a look at that thing, trusted one.
It's pretty cool. I'm just on your standard PS4. Nothing special about it. It's not even a PS4 Pro.
What can he do for the tribe?
But yeah, the graphics are great. And I can't really show it off here, but particularly in a lot of the campaign missions, there's some really cool verticality. Waterfalls, giant cliffs, all that stuff.
Ready for action.
Yeah, if you like the campaigns, definitely get the DLCs with it if you can.
Probably.
They're worth it.
Will this be enough for the sanguine ritual?
No.
No. Why? It feels as strong to Akrog as the one in Mugwa's cradle.
It is strong, but also tainted. This one supposes many creatures have used it over the centuries. There's something this one can do, but then they will get him.
All right. Let them get the stranger.
Fascinating. 3 Archfire veins so close to each other. Either way, good work securing it. So, you said you needed my help?
This one does. As this one told the others already, the Archfire vein has been tainted by use. There is a way to cleanse it, but the Dark Elf will need to help.
He will.
Channel a spell onto the vein where we spill some blood. Few things are as powerful as blood fresh after it is shed. This one will create a link between the vein and himself, and the Dark Elf must maintain it. This way, every drop of blood shed in this battle will be drawn to the vein. Once there is enough, this one will purge its taint.
And then he can do the sanguine ritual?
Perform the sanguine ritual, and use this vessel's power to form this one's new flesh. Yes.
Hey Magic, how are you doing tonight?
His name was Noag.
Can the stranger do what the cub asks of him?
Sounds like demonology.
Well, then it is decided. It will soak this ground. It will do it for Noag.
Oof, 23 Flesh Eaters. Well, I would very much like you guys to go become a better unit. Oh. This is actually the worst performance I've ever seen in a campaign mission. This level has had some stuttering and some frame drops. Every other mission has been even better performance than this. Okay.
On his way.
He here. Chieftain, your workers are in danger.
Thank you. I appreciate the follow. You're welcome to come back anytime. And if you want, if you do get the game, I can add you to the... I started a PlayStation Network group for this game. There's only about, I think, 10 or 11 of us in there, but like I said, I am doing my best to grow the PlayStation community.
What now? More trouble?
Well, this is awkward. Okay, we're going got some bone hexers out. We can. These aren't actual threats, though. We will queue them up.
Show him their bones. Punish them. He is needed. Ready to hex them all. It is the will of Magua. Show him their bones.
Get him, bone hexers. These bone hexes are pretty gross.
It is the will of Magua.
Alright, if I remember, I'll add you after the stream. If not, just you can shoot me a message on PlayStation. Here we go. Look at all these beautiful bone hexers coming out of there. Okay. I should remember. I actually have a pretty good memory. But if not, send me a message. Okay. Well, we could build buildings here, but actually, let's build buildings here. We have so many resources we have no hope of ever spending them. Just throw down a bunch of towers. One more? Why not?
What is needed of him? Can a troll not rest for a moment?
And this should be able to teleport us anywhere we actually need to go. And we sent scrappers down here. Are they working? Aw, look at them work. Hard-working business trolls.
Enemies are attacking. At your service.
Okay.
Magua praise. Their workers are in danger.
Yeah, when you have a maxed out troll army, like... Oh, this is actually quite a bit of stuff here. And the tree ant. Okay. Okay. Well, this is why we came over here. Grungwar, you fool! You're going to die.
Grungwar is here.
What? We lost? Where? Oh, way over there. Oh yeah, I suppose we did lose these. That's fine, honestly. Pick up Grungwar? Can we pick up Grungwar? Pick him up, pick him up, pick him up! No, didn't make it in time. Okay, well...
Ready for access. He will have his revenge. Grungwar.
Get in there, Grungwar. It takes our army so long to get through the Godstones. The problems of a 200 supply army. Whoa, no, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, that one's gone too. Honestly, that's okay. No, they're just stuck up there. Oh no.
Yes. The building is done.
We're just gonna put a bunch of towers down around here because I don't need the resources out of this sector. Alright, well, we'll throw down Hunting Hunt just because we can.
Akrog is ready. He might be old, but his
We can buy our Hex camp upgrades. The Bone Hexer and the Flesh Eater upgrades. Okay, we need to kill more stuff, so we just gotta wait to get attacked.
Why must it
Yeah, we can't get through. Can't get through here.
If he insists.
We could.
Enemies are attacking.
Okay. Now we know where to go.
What is this?
Zarka is listening. Enemies are attacking. Can a troll not rest for a moment?
Akrog is listening.
What should he will
Okay.
protect the tribe? What can he do for the tribe? What on earth is this?
Okay.
The tribe learned something new. At his service, yes. Grandwa is here. What can he do for the tribe?
Okay, this should put us at 100%.
Listening. Can Zarka help?
This is it.
Now! What is needed of him?
Sweet. I'm excited. The time has come to summon the god.
Let Zarka get a proper look. Grandwa, take a closer look.
Is it?
It is.
Thank Nor.
Means this that the cub is ready now. The sanguine ritual, indeed. This one recommends they do it.
The odds?
No, this one does not.
Why is Zarka not surprised?
All right then, do it. Perform the ritual. This one will. Step back, meatbags. Zarek, give this one strength. What happened?
I don't know. But the field dog's energy, it's all gone. And your brother, he's still...
Big blood.
Noag!
Others.
He's
No
alive.
way. No. No, let Noah go back, Big Blood. No, let him go back into Misty Water. Please. Akrog will not. Whatever Noag saw, it was just a bad dream. Everything is all right. Nothing all right. No dream. Noag died at easy Moonlit River. It's terrible. Just water and cold and dead and whispers and floating. There no crumple, no sire, just corpses. Noag's so afraid. Noag no want go back. Noag want live.
He is confused, Chieftain. His mind, it is hurt.
Noag want live. Little Blood. Little Blood.
Gone. He is dead.
Well, that was terrible.
It's him.
Why so scared? We had a pact, and this one will fulfill it. Come on. It's time to show those meatbags what a true hunter looks like. This one listens. Just a meatbag. Go join the worms.
The hex wall is down. To the tread camp.
Samard ready for action. Let him at them. At his service. Great. More problems to smash.
Grunwald, move it here. Why, Sarek? Is that...
Well, this is what they deserve for harvesting our troll tusks.
This is all. You are no warriors. You are ants. Grunwald is here.
The blood for a troll! A mugwump punished him.
What can he do for the troll?
The enemies are attacking!
What is needed of him?
He might be old, but he's still sharp.
At his service.
Only surprise must survive him.
Forget the tribe. To live is to struggle. Can Sasuke help? May Magua guide his hand.
He's still the hero.
I'll go pick them up.
The hunt.
What should he do?
Go join the worms. It is over. They are dead. Indeed. This was no battle, troll. This was a slaughter. This one had hoped for more. Many, many Moonkin died. That is the price of the struggle. Take a moment to savor your victory and mourn your losses, meatbag. Then gather your kin at the vein. This one still has the second part of his pact to fulfill. He means that this one will cure your blood. Yes, they will speak at the vein. Well, this will be curious. The kin will be dying for an explanation.
First comes the cure, then the explanations. Come, back to the Archfire vein.
I feel like we're just gonna get betrayed.
Did you beat those fools?
The Tusk Hunters are dead. It is true.
And so is Noag.
Everything comes at a price. Well, you should talk to the creature, Chieftain. I believe there's something else it must do.
What is this? Meatbag, are you ready?
Akrog is. But he wonders how this hex will work. How can the cub just undo the blood rot?
You will not understand even if this one told you. Just let them finish this.
All right.
This one will.
Silence! Silence! The Moonkin have fought well and honorably. But it is not over. There is one last battle they must win. But they cannot do so without help. Most of the Moonkin know this already. But the creature that brought chaos down upon the Moonkin's enemies is no less than Zarek's cub, the Field Dog. Through a great sacrifice, the Moonkin...
Chieftain.
The cub has not only promised to crush their enemies, but also to cleanse the Moonkin's blood. And it will do so now. Do it.
So be it. And it is done. Within 12 moons' turns, their blood will be cured.
12 moons? So long?
The rot has poisoned your kin's blood for almost 6 decades. Light cannot undo death in the blink of an eye. Even with this one's power, they will have to wait and endure. This one has fulfilled the pact, Meatbag. Now they will go their separate ways.
Wait. If the Hex takes 12 moons to work, what will become of those who are already ill? Will they...
Die? That depends how strong they are. It's the same for your cubs. With the rot fading, some might be strong again, but others might not.
But there must be something the cub can do.
It already did. The weak perish, and the strong survive. This is how it is, and how it always will be.
How can they know the cub is not lying to them?
Did this one lie when this one...
The cub killed them
Less than this one had hoped. But yes, this one did. This one fulfilled the pact. That is all this one will say.
There is something Akrog needs to ask first. Noag, Akrog's...
This one does not know.
He is a god.
But this one does not. Maybe your brother was only dreaming. Maybe he truly was dead for that moment, and what he saw was real. The truth is, no one but Hirin and the lost souls themselves know what the River of Souls looks like. Those who return for a second chance.
They crushed the Hunters and the Chainers, but Akrog is sure there will be more. Maybe the Moonkin can count on the Cub's help in the moons to come.
No.
Why not? If not for them, the Cub would still be in his prison.
And he, like the Trolls, is also a spawn of Zarek.
And so were the Chainers. Yet this one annihilated them. Why? Because you, through your pact with this one, were stronger. It's time you face it. As long as you Trolls stay this weak.
Then what are they supposed to do? Die?
No, you foolish meatbag. Fight and survive. This world is full of predators. And someone as powerful as this one is not safe from all of them. Why else do you think this one ended up imprisoned? If your kind wants freedom and peace, then earn it through strength. Else you will always be the victims. Just look around you. The treasure you could gain from selling the plunder from this battlefield alone will be enough to make the Hunters work for you.
Is he suggesting they become brittle bones? Fighting and killing over shiny things?
No, you fool. This one suggests they stop running. Their pact with this one bought the time, so use it. Lick your wounds, sharpen your weapons, think and prepare.
go then.
What is one should have been doing these past 200 years? Bring back his sire and the Silver Weaver.
Zarek and Nor.
Yes. The Renegades will reign over Io. And this one will make sure it...
You won't.
What?
Stay back!
Don't you dare! Don't you...
It's over.
Is he...
Not dead. Just trapped. Thank Nor I had the flame to feed on. I couldn't have done this without...
Akrog understands not.
It's a long story and one I'd rather tell to fewer ears. How about you savor your victory first? You've done it, Chieftain Akrog.
Fine.
Speak to your people.
Alright, well,
Say something, Chieftain.
Quiet. Quiet! Little Moonblood is dead. It is true. Noag gave his blood so the Moonkin could live. It is a long story, and now is not the time to tell it in full. But trust Akrog, one day he will. He will tell Noag's story, and he will make sure the Moonkin remember, until every last one of them is gone. But now is not the time for dark thoughts. Not for Akrog, nor for all those who lost trusted ones and kin today. The dark thoughts will come, and they will be strong. But not here, and not now. Because for now, the Moonkin will savor their triumph. Look around, King. Much of the blood on this ground is troll blood, but even more of it belongs to the hunters and the chainers. How powerful they felt, with their shining weapons and their spike hurlers, with their wyverns and their wargs. And where are they now? In the dust, where they rotten belong. No. This is not the time for dark thoughts and mourning. This is the time for triumph. And Mugwump knows it has been a long time since they felt it. And it is true. The cub was right when it said there would be more hunters. If not Brittlebones or Chainers, then others. What means this that Akrog is afraid? No. When these new hunters come, the Moonkin will be prey no more. They will await them with sharp tusks, thick hide, and the wrath of a tribe so powerful they will make even Zarek shiver in fear. Rotted, they are Moonkin. One of theirs stands bigger than 3 greenskins. One of theirs is stronger than 10 Brittlebones. So how it can be they let themselves be the victims for so long? All these moons, all this time, the tribe ran because they thought they were too weak. Yet here they stand, bathed in the blood of the fools who thought they could hunt them like animals. Zarek favors the greenskins? Well, rotten let him! The Moonkin will survive. And not only because they are Mugwum's chosen, but because they are warriors! And while it is true that the crush sticks and the throwing spikes killed the hunters, the Moonkin should always remember that it was the strength of the tribe that truly won this battle. One kin shielded the other, and that is why they are still here. Many kin fell today, good and strong kin. and the tribe will feel their loss dearly. And while there will be totems and mourning, the Moonkin will honor their sacrifice by a means far simpler still. They will survive. Now go. Lick their wounds and find the fallen. The Moonkin will be marching soon. But this time, they will build a tribe camp to last. For the Moonkin, and for Noan.
That's pretty cool.
A speech worthy of a chieftain. Grongwa suggests he speaks to the kid now. Then let them find the stranger. If he has not gotten scared and run off, that is.
Trust Zazka. A shaman who can trap the soul of Zarek's cub is not afraid of them.
Still, the Moonkin deserve answers.
Let Akrog see. Well done, chieftain. So did he. They did it. True. A shame it is too sharp tusks and thick hide.
Zeramak.
What is needed of him?
That good bit. What this here? Zeramak, everything well? Very well. Plenty scrap here after big fight. Zeramak, use it up, chieftain. No need to waste. The tribe must be prepared, but... well, rest, work, same thing. Zeramak feel best when busy. Maybe, either way, Zeramak start with making new crush sticks. Then might try something new. Well, Akrog is glad he did. Sure, Zeramak better go find the pig now. Should be easy, just follow the smell. Chieftain,
Julog looks sullen.
oh, it is just, it matters not. The chieftain, speak true. Well, it is, Julog wanted to ask for... It was a terrible mistake. And Nurbok used the memory of Julog's trusted one to force him to join. Akrog says that as if Julog had no mind to decide on his own. First Talag. Well, no sense in brooding on it. It is true. Then Julog and the beaks will be ready, chieftain. Sharp tusks and thick hide. What is this? Can a troll not rest for a moment?
I don't remember this little guy.
Chieftain Moon.
It is true.
So Ugruk get make new shelters? That make him happy. He be ready, chieftain.
That's a
Let
spirit guy.
Zazka get a proper look. Fine words, Chieftain Akrog. Fine words. Were they? Well, that is his loss. Jesting aside, Cabrax can only bow his head in respect for the job. Either way, Akrog came to thank the Bonekin for fighting... the cradle. The truth is, Cabrax knows not. Why not? Maybe so. But... well, the Bonekin...
They can stay with the Moonkin then. Their tribes can build this tribe camp to last forever.
The same thought has come to Cabrax too. For now, let them feast. Akrog will. Good then. And when all the mourning is done, Cabrax and Akrog will share a roast boar to peaceful moons to come. How sounds that? Like a fine plan, Cabrax. Like a fine plan.
Grungwa took
Man,
a
Cabrax is
Moonkin
the
and the
best
Moonkin
troll.
won the day, Palik. How is he feeling?
Even better than when the Bloodsight takes him over, Chieftain Akrog. Magwar has given them the gift of freedom.
Probably.
Ellen's saucy poems. Look who's coming, brother. At the risk of blowing your mind, this pig's oculi are still quite functional. Thank you. I must admit I was quite discombobulated to find out you possess such talent for the oral arts, Chieftain. That was electrifying.
The oral arts?
Good speech. That's what he's trying to say.
A tribe camp to last. But yes, they will try. So, Akrog wants them to know they are free to go now.
They have been for a while.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means there have been numerous opportunities to sneak off. If not earlier, then certainly before this quite monumental battle.
Why have they stayed then?
That, my dear thick-hided compeers, is an excellent question. I'm afraid I don't know the answer to it myself. But I wonder...
They can surely use a good scrapper. As long as the pig and his same blood know it will be dangerous, they are...
Lovely. Let me be very clear, however. We shall need a proper smithy this time. A pig-friendly one. At least until a certain someone has...
Yes, I'm working on it. Anyway, don't let us keep you, Chieftain. I'm sure you have plenty of people to talk to.
Akrog is sorry too.
What is that?
Good speech, Chieftain. Seems like he got some of Narjak's gifts for words, too. The cub was right, though.
About what?
Surviving. As long as the moon can keep running, they will always be slaves. Maybe...
What?
Maybe Nurbok was wrong after all. Surrendering to the Greenskins, their hides would have lived, but their souls would have died.
Had he seen it sooner, many kin would still be alive.
Maybe that would be. It is true. But right and wrong are not always that clear. Poor little Moonblood. Out of everyone, he deserved it the least.
Nurbok speaks true.
Either way, Nurbok knows this battle frees him not of guilt. He wants to give his blood for the tribe, now more than ever. But if the chieftain decides he should stay in shackles until Mugwa takes him to the moonlit river, he will accept.
Time will tell.
It will. And Grungwa,
What?
he is sorry.
Grungwa is here.
All right. Let them find the stranger. Time for answers.
I am curious what
Zazka is listening.
the answers are. What did he actually get out of all
He
this?
is going.
I mean, I knew he was going to backstab I almost called him the cub, but the field arg. But I don't know what he wants to do with this soul vessel thing. He's still trying to get back to his family, like in the second campaign.
What now? More trouble?
It will hold.
The urn?
The Hoard of Souls is its name, but yes. I sealed his spirit inside it, where it can do no more harm. I could never have done it without the magic of that Archfire vein, though. That creature's power was immense. Either way, I'm truly sorry about your brother. He didn't deserve this.
No, he did not. But it is time for answers now.
Of course.
Okay.
What Akrog did. Believes the stranger it was a mistake.
It's not a Brittlebones place to judge.
Akrog is not asking for judgment. He is asking for the stranger's thought.
Let me put it this way. I wish I could say that I had not.
A foggy answer.
But the best and most honest I can offer, I'm afraid.
Back in the tribe camp, the stranger said Mugwa's cradle was an Archfire vein, just like this one, no?
That's correct. I'm impressed at how powerful both of these are, truly. Most are just a needle's eye, while these are just a hole the size of a fist.
This means the magic of the cradle never had anything to do with Mugwa, no? It is just like the cub said. She is only a fantasy.
Well, I guess it depends.
Speak true.
Fine. If your goddess exists, Then she cannot physically influence the world the way the Guardians or the Renegades did. No.
A god with no power is no god at all.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. An idea, ideals, or hope cannot crush walls, but the people who believe in them certainly can. There are dangers to faith, but I think it's safe to say the faith of the Moonkin and the Bonekin led them to places most of your kind would have never explored on their own.
No. No, Grungwa believes this not. How knows the stranger Magua exists not? How knows he the vein is not her blood, as the trolls believe? Believe this nonsense not, chieftain. Just because the Guardians and the Renegades march around showing their tusks to everyone means not that Magua is not there. Think about the Eclipse Goddess Tiara. Not even the stranger knew she existed, yet she did. And she was more powerful than all the other Guardians.
By that logic, I could invent a god right now and claim he exists because you can't prove that he doesn't.
Magua has been with the trolls for centuries. And even if she were not, one needs not see the root of a tree to know they are there. What the stranger says is just more of typical brittle-bone ignorance. They see this archfire and think their tiny brains have understood it just because they have looked at it long enough. The chieftain should not let this nonsense shake his faith. All these visions Narjak and the elders had, they meant something. Magua is there, and she is guiding Noag through the moonlit river right now.
That is just what it sounded like when Noag woke up.
He was dreaming. The cub said it himself. Little Moonblood was not dead, only sleeping.
This herd of
Horde. And yes, it can.
How?
Well, we're still figuring that part out. All we know is that it's capable of drawing a living creature's soul out of its body and holding it within. A long time ago, a dark elven woman from Northander used it to bring a creature into this world. But that's a story for another time.
Then Zazka has had enough of stories and legends to last him a lifetime.
How could the stranger simply seal the cub into that thing? If all these
I suppose you could say that, yes. But as I said, I couldn't have done it without the vein. Frankly, we were lucky this thing went back to the vein to cure you of the blood rot. Otherwise, things would be looking grim.
So he, what? Fed on the power running through this vein and put it into his hex?
Indeed. Before you get any ideas, though, channeling the Archfire is incredibly dangerous.
The stranger will tell Akrog the full truth. Who is he really, and why came he here? Was this his plan from the start? Trapping the cub in this thing?
It was.
So Grungwa was right. To the stranger, this was always only about the cub.
First and foremost, yes, it was. You have never heard of the Circle, have you?
Zazka presumes he is not talking of the shape.
No, the Circle is a... how to put it? I suppose you could call it a band of powerful shamans from all races in Northander, light and dark. Ever since a Northandian corporal called Tahar discovered the Archfire, the Circle has devoted itself to understanding it. I am one of those shamans. A Circle mage, as people call us.
Light races and dark races. So the creatures of Zarek and Nor have struck a pact with the creatures of the Guardians.
Certain ones have, yes. And it's a very peculiar pact. But that is a long story, and I doubt we have the time.
So this Circle sent you to find Zarek's cub.
It's a little more complicated than that, but yes, I came here to find out whether the rumors of an imprisoned field dog were true. I found out they were. But also that I would never be able to breach these portal seals myself. Which is where you, the gifted Chieftain Akrog of the Moonkin, come in.
Is he saying he knew about the gift of spirits?
I'd heard about it, yes. I'd heard of creatures from all kinds of races with that ability. But you were the only one I could find on Urgoth.
Wait. So the stranger had already been inside the temple before the Moonkin went in.
Yes. I'm sorry about the duplicity, but considering how little that great warrior of yours trusted me, you'll understand why it was necessary.
And he was right to distrust him.
The stranger knew about the dark echoes then.
Let's put it this way. I had a theory, but it was you who confirmed it. It wasn't all lies, Chieftain Akrog. I won't claim the survival of your tribe was my priority, but neither was it my intention to double-cross you. I wanted this resurrection to work for your kind's sake and mine. Needless to say, things took a different turn than I expected.
Had the resurrection worked in the temple, would the stranger have trapped it right there, before the cub could have helped crush the hunters?
No. I would have held my end of the bargain.
And just what stops them?
Why would you do that?
Because Akrog is tired of Brittlebones thinking they are better than trolls.
Believe it or not, I don't think that. If anything, these past moons made me gain a lot of respect for your kind. If I told those smug aristocrats in Nortander that I'd met trolls who can speak and make music, they would laugh in my face. We came this far together, Chieftain. Let's just leave it there.
He is right, Chieftain.
Wise words, Elder Grunwar.
Well, Akrog is glad the stranger got what he wanted. At least one of them did.
Oh, believe me, I'm far from having what I want. If you will accept a word of advice from me, I suggest you go south to the coast to build that new tribe camp of yours. The swamps will act like a natural barrier for you.
Then this is it.
Yes, Chieftain Akrog. This is farewell. I wish you and your tribe all the best. May you build this tribe camp to last. And may your brother find peace in the River of Souls.
Wait. The stranger knows all their names. It is time he told the Moonkin his.
That's fair, I suppose. My name is Wraith Skadar. Farewell.
Gone.
It is true. Well, let them return to the tribe then. The Moonkin need to march.
They do, but without Zazka.
What?
Akrog heard him. Zazka will walk on his own. At least for a while.
Because of Little Blood.
Noad made that decision himself. It was the only way to save the Moonkin.
He made the decision because that is how the Moonkin shaped him. They know how he was. Had they told him often enough that the sky was green, he would have come to believe it. Make no mistake, Akrog. Zazka understands Akrog is hurting as much as Zazka is. But still, Zazka just needs time away from this all. He needs time to think.
Okay.
But Akrog needs his trusted one.
So does Zazka. And he will come back to see this great tribe camp they will build. One day, Zazka hopes the Moonkin will stay safe. But his faith is strong. Akrog has what it takes to be chieftain. This much he has proven. Goodbye, kin. Build that tribe camp to last. All this, it has to mean something.
A tribe camp to last. The elders still wonder if Chieftain Akrog believed his own words when he first spoke them on the battlefield. The corpse of his little blood before him. All that is known is that many Moonkin believe them not. After lives of running, how could they? But then it began. With the scrap and bone and wood of their fallen kin in their sacks. They marched to the south and built their shelters. First 10, then 50, then 100. New hunters and new slavers came, as Akrog had foreseen. But knowing of the field dog's slaughter in the meadow, very few of them were foolish enough to attack. And with every attack that the tribe camp endured, the walls grew stronger. One day it became known as Nagmag. What became of Chieftain Akrog, they ask? He led the Moonkin for a long, long time, with Elder Grunwald Greyfur supporting him, first as his advisor, and later as his trusted one, until his old, tenacious hide finally gave up, and Mugwog led him into the moonlit river. What became of Zaska Smalltusk will never be known. Some eyes say he was killed by hunters. Some that he built a shelter deep in the swamps. While some swear they saw him near the tribe camp, speaking with Akrog in secret. So, had he made the right choice? It is true that without Moonblood Noag's sacrifice, there would be no Moonkin and no Nagnag today. But it is also true that with Noag, the last of the troll firstborn blood disappeared from Io forever. And that some choices leave scars, no matter how honorable the intentions. Such is the chieftain's lot.
Well, that was a pretty good campaign. That was good. Definitely. This one had the best story, I think. I think it was, I was definitely the most invested with these characters. I love the trolls. But it was sad. I think if I had to rate them, I think Burning Blood's probably the most fun. This one kind of drug at times, like when you're just running around the temples and stuff. But this one did a lot of things right. The story was the best. The characters were the best. And, I like that this one just... Yeah, you got to customize the heroes you had, but you only had those 4 for the whole thing. So, you had a lot more, I guess, screen time with each character. And it just made the whole story feel a little more cohesive. Less replayability, though. Like, I want to go back and play Burning Blood with different characters along to see what they say, because I had the orc guy with me for, like, the whole thing. So I wonder how much that influenced the discussions and stuff that we had. GG indeed. How are you doing tonight, Gaming Master? I was planning on continuing my every possible matchup against Hard AI series, but this finale took longer than I thought it would, so I think I'm not going to. So I did my best that entire campaign to teach Noag to, like, put the tribe first and be gentle and be good, and I tried to raise my troll child to be the best he could be. I wonder how much changes if you teach him to be ruthless and savage and merciless. And I wonder, like, what happens next in the story? Like, this game on PC is, what, 4 or 5 years old? What does Wraith do with the Horde of Souls? Why was he a Circle Mage again? I have questions. I don't... So old Halayash, or whatever this is, begins before Burning Blood. And this is after that, and then... I don't know if Fallen God is after Soul Harvest. I'm not sure. Time for the journey mode playthrough? I should do a journey mode playthrough, yeah. How many journey mode missions are there? 11? That's not so bad. It's not... Most of these are pretty short though, like the Goat Thief one only takes a little bit. I've done the Goat Thief, I've done of Orcs and Elves, I've done Moonsilver Experiments, I've lost on Homecoming. I don't know that I can do all these solo. Like, Homecoming sounds like a nightmare on solo. It's already a nightmare with 3 people. But yeah. I do have a... Well, she's level 0, but I do have a troll who's level 8. Look at him. What a big belly. Yeah, I might do the journey mode playthrough. I haven't even tried arena mode. I have no idea what arena mode is. But yeah, I don't know what arena mode is, but I could try that. I do need to start trying ranked. I don't know what... Oh, Ancient Seal. Okay. You can dislike up to 3 maps. Well, I'm just gonna pick the 4-player maps. Cause like 4-player maps in a 1v1 kind of suck. So I guess I just pick one of these that sucks the least, and then dislike the rest. But most of these maps are 2-player. I don't even know what faction I want to play multiplayer with, though. We'll see how I feel when I'm done with the Everything on Hard challenge. Honestly, I like all the factions. I like Orcs for fast expanding and Goblins, and the Occultist is incredible. I like Humans. I like Elves, Dark Elves. I love Trolls. I even like Dwarves. Not as much. I don't know. I don't know. I like all of them. So I might just play random all the time until I develop a clear favorite, or one that I'm better at, I guess. I don't know. But I'm definitely not done with this game. I have a lot left to do. I also, at some point, might go... Oh, I have to do this scenario here. I haven't done this yet. But I also wouldn't mind going back to the Burning Blood and doing this again on a harder difficulty. But we'll see. I am going to end the stream for tonight, though, so thank you to everyone who came out and watched. And as of tomorrow, at about this time, I will have all 3 campaigns finished and published to my YouTube channel, so that'll be pretty exciting. gonna end it here. Have a good night.